The second one is obviously, it goes a bit setting priorities. I think in these times, you have to think yourself about what do I do best, okay? I mean, first of all, focus on short-term priorities. Don't think about what you could do in a year's time. In a year's time, if it really gets to the worst, you might not be in business anymore. So, okay, so you have to make sure that in 1 year's time, you be around. So focus on all your activities, all your energy, all your organization's energy on cash generating, okay, and not profit. I think it's no good to accept a contract for shipment in 12 months and you have to start manufacturing on this contract, but you get paid in 12 months. It's no good. I'd rather have a contract which maybe has 20% less profit, but I can ship in 30 days and I get paid in 40 days, okay? So I think important is when you accept orders or business that you first say cash is for me more important than profit, okay? At this time, okay? Now, obviously, if you can do both, even better, okay? So how can you do focus short term, okay? So obviously it gets back to, if you as a company, you have to define what is your level of activity you want to continue to maintain, okay? And that might have a reduction in headcount. It could but also be the opposite. If you are suddenly in this, what I call repair business, new kitchens, repair around the house, doing work in the garden, all this. So there might be companies which are hiring carpenters, or they buy a new machine to be more efficient. So I think normally we are thinking about reducing working and headcount, but if you are in a business which obviously benefits from the present situation, then short term, you should even invest. But you should invest in these type of activities and how do you say, capital expenditures, these which generate an immediate return, okay? Not in 12 months, immediate. If you need a new machine to help you repair, to do your repair job on the construction site, you might have a return on investment of 5 months. So you should do it. If you have a return on investment of 18 months, I doubt whether you should do it, okay? Next one is setting priorities. It could obviously get to the point where you have to cancel commitments, contracts, okay? Because they are supporting your business on a continuous basis, but they are not really needed looking from a short term to reduce. It's again, it reduces cash, okay? But it's sometimes not very easy to cancel a contract. It might even necessitates that you pay a penalty to cancel a contract. But if you look, you have to make an analysis and see, if I look at 3 months or 6 months, what is better from a cash point of view? Okay, the next one, I think it's something we already looked at it before. Delay expenditure, investment, anything which not is really supporting your business before. Then making investments in activity, that's the example I made on buying a machine to doing repair jobs. Okay, and the last one is a very important one, okay? Normally, when you do business, the more successful you are, the least focus you are on your business. Okay, you do all kinds of things because you can support it. It might be something which helps you to diversify, to support your business in 12 months or in 18 months. I think you have to be very stringent and say, I give up. To give you an example, the company I taken as an example, we are basically in the Middle East, we are saying there is a very big potential for our type of products. So we have established about 18 months ago an office in Dubai, okay, which is, however, an investment. It's cost, it's people, it's office rent, what have you. And obviously, developing a new market or a new region normally takes maybe a year, 2 or 3 years. Okay, so we decided very clearly that we're going to shut this office. Okay, so we will cut this office immediately because we don't want to finance the development of this market for the next 2 or 3 months. On top of it, normally in business cycles, if you're in a depressed market, it's always tougher to get new customers because the existing customers normally stay with the existing suppliers because nobody wants, or everybody wants to reduce risk. So I continue doing business with these guys, which I know, and I have done business with for the last 10 or 15 years. And I'm not that anxious to go and start doing business with somebody I don't know, okay? So from that point of view, on both sides, I think you have to go and say, let's focus on what I do best, okay, and what I'm very strong in, okay, because normally you're also more efficient, basically, than in these areas where where you're strong in your activities, whether it's a service or whether it's a product, okay. So it's also reducing risk for failure. Okay, then we go to the next item, opportunities. Obviously, every situation in life is not only is a burden, it's also an opportunity. And I say very clearly, the opportunity, the first one is, it goes back to where I finished on the subject before, is concentrate your and your team's efforts on activities which you know are still required or are even in higher demand. Okay, I mean, to go and say a bit an example, if you're a taxi driver, okay, and you want to have a taxi driver, there is nobody right now using a taxi, or it's much less in demand. But if you want to change your taxi driving business, that you're supporting a food chain as a delivery service, that could be a new business, basically, because people are staying at home, so they cannot go to the restaurant, so they will need a delivery service to bring you the food. Okay, so the taxi business, the traditional taxi business might be less, but the delivery business for food or other online ordered business is much higher. So you, in your business, you have to think about and say, which services are still in demand and I can offer and I'm good in, and which type of services which I could, without a lot of problem, could render, which are in higher demand. The other example, cleaning services, okay? I mean, I read that cleaning services, people are staying at home with their kids, okay? And the woman doesn't have the time, basically, if everybody's home, to do the cleaning once a week. So they are hiring a cleaning service, okay? So that cleaning services, if you're already in that business, you might expand that business by developing a new point of operation, or to go to another area, hire people to, you know, to service this type of business.